Hello, my fellow people of the internet. It is I, Indoor Winner, Freddy. That was a weird intro. Okay, so today we're doing a weird thing, which is teamwork, in which I switch really awkwardly, like this, between tank. Actually, that was pretty seamless. Did I just switch through a bush? Whatever that was, it was pretty cool. Anyway, I switched between me and the IS-7 and BK Wonder.
Hi.
Which is the worst name ever, and I keep telling him to change it, but he won't. No offense. Me and BK Wonder here on whatever map this is. I cannot remember what it's called because I don't know maps very well. Anyway, I'm in the IS-7, BK is in the T110E5, and together we are going to have a pretty decent game. And if you've looked at the title, then you already know what kind of game we're going to have. Now, a sneaky LTTB is on my side, so I put a shot into him. And the LTTB falls back, so I can angle my armor back to these heavy tanks. And I decide to go over and support the... Is that an E1, whatever that is? My screen is blurry when I do these voiceovers. It's a T10. Anyway, I go over to support the T10, and then almost immediately regret it when he dies as soon as I get there. But now I have to face off against a T-57 Heavy and an IS-6 on my left, while there is an AMX, I believe? No, an E5 on my right. But BK is also holding off all of those tanks over there, and we're going to switch over to him in a second here. But in the meantime, I'm going to put one more shot into this E5. Like so. And now we're going to switch over to Mr. BK in his E5. So here we are. He's about to take a shot at the T-32, which misses completely, but good for him. It was a glorious shot. Now, I don't even know why the Patriot's even attempting to pen him with standard rounds in the turret right now, but it's the thought that counts, and he's feeding him damage block, so I think BK appreciates it. The MX-M4 is pointing his turret the wrong direction, so the E5 will happily punish him for it. Now the Patriot is overextending a little bit, and I warn BK about the E5 on his left here in a bit. But he puts a shot quickly into the Patriot. Now I warn him, he sees the E5 pushing forwards. I tell him I can't help him with him, so he's going to have to deal with the E5. Now he looks for another shot on the M4, but realizes he doesn't have one. Checks on the E5 again, makes sure that the E5 is not pushing too far forwards. We're keeping each other from dying right now, because if I wasn't on that left side, then the E5 would have pushed over onto him, and if he wasn't on this right side, then the E5 would have pushed over into me. But now, I start to be in a little bit of trouble, as there is the... Well, in a second here. We'll switch back to me, obviously, as we already have, and I'm trying to duel as many of these tanks as I can at once, trying to keep them all off, and we're losing 1 to 5 right now. But I managed to take out the IS-6, whatever that is. I can't see because my screen is horrible. So we take out an unknown tier 8 heavy tank, and aim for another shot on the E5, but he pulls back a bit too far. Now I see that the 57 heavy is pushing, so I put a tracking shot into him. And now I start trying to call for help from my E5 buddy over there, who just got hit by artillery. I'm saying I'm in trouble here. They're starting to push. And the 57 Heavies tracks back up, so I track him again. I want to keep him off me for as long as I can. Now BK, hearing my pleas of help, comes to save me. Well, first he'll take a nice easy kill on the E5. Kills him. We're each on 1 kill now. Now in a moment here, he will start switching over after getting very, very annoyed by artillery, because artillery has been shooting at him the entire game. He comes over and does a glorious ram in a moment here. I tell him to focus down the 57 Heavy because he's the biggest threat. He does a glorious ram on the 57 Heavy. Rams him. And then I go in a moment here with the killing shot on him. He looks for a shot on the IS-6, but doesn't have one, so he goes a bit forward and gets one right into the side of his turret. He's now up to over 2,000 damage. Now if we see this from our perspective, BK's going in with a nice hero run. I bounce a shot from the IS-6B, he goes in, rams the T-57 Heavy, giving him down to a 1 shot for me. I wait until his side's pointing towards me, and I put a shot into him. Now I juke out the IS-6B, so my frontal armor is facing towards him. Bounce another shot from him, and now I'm ready to put another shot into him, like so. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill him at low rolls, but his shot fails to penetrate, so I'm still completely fine. And the 54 mod 1 takes the 1 health kill, which is pretty much his entire contribution to this game. Now, BK's looking for a shot on the Batchat 25 TAP, and I thought this was hilarious when it happened. He just bounced off a Batchat 25 TAP. Nice. So, he's decided to go off on his own little adventure down to this side here and go defend the base, while I'm going on my little adventure in a second here. And magical swap. I'm going on my little adventure into the town because the eye is 7. So, I get hit once by the leopard prototype, but I bounce a shot. I go forwards, put a shot into the leopard prototype. Now I'm afraid that the guys on the hill in the back of the map will be sniping at me as they just started to. The AMX AC bounces another shot off of me. I'm up to, I believe that's 1,000 something damage blocked. Again, I can't see very well, I'm sorry. But I bounce another shot from a WZ-132, actually. He's never going to penetrate me frontally like that. The artillery manages to kill my commander, so I quickly heal him, bouncing more shots, and now I realize that I'm just going to get permatracked by AMX firing HE, so I decide to pull back. Sorry, I got the sniffles today. And now I'm looking for some other shots on some nice medium tanks, but I believe in a second here we're going to switch over to the E5 friend because I'm going to be spending a little bit of time pushing over to the other side. Or we're going to stay with me and we're going to watch me drive by him. Okay. Past editing me didn't really think this part through, so we're just gonna drive here for about 5 seconds and then we're gonna switch over, and I have nothing to talk about in this time period. So I'll just say I love the IS-7. I don't have the E5 yet, but I'm really excited to get it. I'm on the T-32, which means it's going to take me a while, but I'm still excited anyway. Now we're here. Okay, so I decide to call the charge in because all those tanks that were shooting at me from up the northern side means that we're pretty much fine down this side. So I call for him to charge. He goes to put a shot into this M46 Patton that's hiding here. He bounces the shot from the Patton, just like so, and he puts a shot into the Patton. I put a shot into the Patton from the back, and he tries to ram, and yeah, that didn't go very well, did it? 254 mod 1 gets another very low health kill. I'm fairly certain that the only damage he did that game was those 2 killing shots. Now, I just wanted to show this part from my perspective for a second here, because it was a glorious Russian bias shot. Go around the building, casually look behind me while fully on the move. Put a shot into the Patton. Absolutely all skill. Now he tells me that the TVP is still in this back corner here as he had taken some shots from him before. So I'm able to go and corner the TVP, who's the best player on their team statistically, which we noted at the time. Put a shot into him. Now I tell my teammates that he's a one-shot, and the object? Yeah, the object 704 takes him out. Now I get hit by the AMX on the side, but from heat. And I realize that they're all just going to be sitting up there. And the Leopard is still in the middle of the map, which means he could be putting side shots into us as we push over here. So I know that we're still having a bit of a threat. So I decide to go on a mystical, magical journey all the way to the other side of the map. And this is going to take a while, so I really, really hope past editing me was smart enough to cut out bits of this. Hopefully. Please. I really don't want to sit through all this. Alright, well, we'll talk about what the I-7's like. While I'm moving, I'm trying to go all the way north and then flank around from their base. But BK seems to have found a building that he likes rather well over there. He doesn't seem to want to move. I guess we'll check up on him a bit later. Anyway, I'm moving up north. I'm calling to see if I can get some backup here. I'm telling the AMX to follow me. The object instead responds, which I guess I'm okay with. So they both start following me up the hill, and we're going to go on a nice, lovely sightseeing, but here's BK. He seems to be, he really likes that wall there. Alright, we're just going to come back to me. I'm going to be continuing on my lovely stroll, and still haven't seen anything, and I assure you we will not see anything for quite some time. So I'll just sit here awkwardly. The IS-7's a great tank. It's got really good frontal armor, but it's sloped at the front, so if you angle it too much, as you'll see me do later, you're able to shoot through the now unangled... Oh, we're back to BK, and he's He's now running into the building repeatedly. Okay. Yes, this is tier 10 gameplay, folks. And, yeah, we're just gonna come back to the IS-7. So like I was saying, if you over-angle this tank, then they can put a shot through the now unangled pike nose, as the pike nose is only perfectly angled if you're aiming almost directly at your opponent. As we will see in a bit here, when I angle too much, they will be able to penetrate me easily. Now I'm going up the hill, as that's where the last spotted location of 2 of their tanks were, and where I was shot at from before. So we're making our way over, and hey, we found an enemy tank. It only took 3 minutes. Now I miss a lovely shot on the Patriot. I think that's a Patriot. A T-265, whatever it is. I miss a shot on him, so now I decide to aim my second shot. And you'll see in a second here, spoilers, that actually missed too. Now I'm actually starting to run low on AP shells here, so I decided to load some APCR shells, because the T-265 is really the only high armored thing that's going to be left. So, of course, now that I've started loading premium shells... Oh, well, actually, we're going to switch back. Oh, wait, BK's decided to move. He's left his house, and he will be traveling up the hill now. Alright, all we had to do is spot one of those tanks. Now he's found his courage as a tier 10. Now he sees an AMX. Oh, okay, we're switching back to me. Now, after loading APCR, managed to bounce a shot off the T-265, so we decide to keep pushing forwards. Which means that the T-265 has time to run away, but now his back is towards me. Surely I could pen him now. No, I managed to miss that shot as well. Ah, Russians. Okay, so now we're going to be moving forwards absolutely fearlessly, and we probably could have done this originally, but whatever. So now, a Leopard, or one shot. Let's go for the Leopard first. Put a shot into the Leopard, and I was going to ram him here, but I'm horrible with ramming, so I decided to just leave him. Now here's BK looking through his scope at the scout that rushed past me, but then he says, okay, it's okay, I got the Leopard. And casually takes him out. See, Americans, much more accurate than Russians, except when the Russians are completely moving away from the target, then you'll hit every time. There's BK taking the kill, and that means I'm reloaded to put a shot into Mr. WZ. Just like that. So now I believe he's on 3 kills, and I'm still on 3 kills. I hope I can see that correctly. Anyway, the mod 1 on our team is on 2 kills, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't done any more damage since then. But the Object 704 is now on 4 kills, which means that a crucial contribution is up for grabs here. T-54 mod 1 manages to die. Oh, wait, we're just going to watch this absolute moment of fail here. Yep, he's bounced off the side of a French tank destroyer at tier 8. Well, that's an interesting way to die. Good job, AMX. And I decide to leave the kill for BK, which means that now we have a brothers in arms. So, we still have a chance for a crucial contribution. We're each on 3 kills, and there are 2 remaining tanks left alive. So what we decide to do, any second here, is we add the Object 704 to our platoon, meaning that altogether our total kills so far, 6 and 4, will add up to a nice 10. Meaning that we are 2 kills away from the 12 that we need for a crucial contribution. So, nice on-the-move shot because I'm Russian means that I can take out this nasty artillery and move on to the last remaining tank left alive, which is the heavy tank on their team. Now I'm going to give the heavy tank a nice little ram and a shot for good measure. And now I'm going to try to block him from the object so that BK can get the kill just like this. And there we go. That's 4 kills. That's the creepiest gotcha sound ever. I don't know if you heard the female crew member there, but that scares me. Anyway, gotcha. We got 4 kills each, and we actually ended up platooning with the guy that got the other 4 kills in that Object 704. He ended up being a really nice guy, and we won a lot of games afterwards with him for the rest of the evening. But I just wanted to show that with you guys. That was a nice teamwork video, I guess. And I'm going to be uploading other videos like it. I didn't edit this video very much, but you got to forgive me. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything, and I really wanted to upload something at all. And the reason I haven't been uploading very often recently is because of I'm still in school, which means I have midterms right about now, which means I'm suffering through all of that. So I hope you guys forgive me. Like, subscribe, all that other sellouty stuff, and I'll see you next time. Take care.